Boas pessoal, tudo bem? Daqui fala I'm Mecanize para vos trazer mais uma transmissão de nostalgia pura, neste caso Max Payne. Estou só aqui a preparar as coisas. Somente. Como estão todos? Tudo bem? Fim de semana está a correr bem? Espero bem que sim. Já tenho tudo quase pronto, só um momento. Porque é que não estás a dar? Pronto, já está a dar. Muito bem, vamos lá então continuar de onde a gente estava. Ainda estou na parte 1, capítulo 4. Deve ser este. Exatamente. Ainda estou a aquecer.
The antique switchboard was still in use.
Sabe porque é que ela não me deixa?
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines, the blood veins of New York. Right now there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Conidi, this Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed...
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out, a deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Está tudo bem com o som? Conseguem-me ouvir bem? Bem. Aqui acho que não tenho nada, já está a minha ventoinha a fazer barulho, não sei porquê. Ainda é um bocado cedo para estar a acusar que tem que estar quente. Tenho mesmo que me mandar lá para baixo, mas estou a ver se não está aqui nada. Que eu queria fazer. Agora vai de caçadora. Se cai nos ratos. Bum! Muito bom! Somente. Muito bem. Acho que já estão todos. Guardar as de caçadeira. Deixa-me lá ver aqui. Não? Então pronto. Tenho que carregar outra vez no botão. Ok, capítulo 5.
Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged. Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Muito bem. Aqui está ocupado. Vamos explorar aqui um bocadinho, a ver o que é que tem, que eu sei que há sempre coisinhas boas.
I don't know, man. I don't know about this. What the?
Bem. Trancado. Aqui não tem nada.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Bem. Aqui não tem mais nada.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead.
Não vou estar a matar inocentes para já. Something more sinister.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
What the hell?
Não há aqui mais nada.
Oh man, messy inside. Sorry.
What the?
De onde é que veio o tiro? Ok. Terem estado correndo muito mal. Desartigam.
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
Alguém anda-me a
The
seguir.
cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of a manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
No way.
Someone had left a letter on it. There was a key on the shelf.
Pronto.
Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagniti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Bem. Staircase key. Bem, aqui já está tudo. Então podemos continuar com a história. Penso que seja por aqui. Let the gun do the talking. What the fuck? Não é para aí, filho. What the fuck? Eu desta não estava à espera. Se calhar devia ter morto logo o primeiro gajo. Essa gente é louca, meu. Só gente louca. Ai, 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 ai. Muito bem. Não tem nada. Tens artigo full.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
I'm freezing my butt off.
Só barulho esta gente.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
Tenho que ir buscar o gajo para fazer a password.
Get away. Get away. Get away. Relax. Hey. I think I died.
Hold it!
I think I'm dead. I think I died.
Então agora por aqui.
No, don't shoot.
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Não faças nada estúpido, mas eu sei que ele vai fazer algo estúpido para isso.
Get away. Get away. Get away.
Há aqui mais alguma coisa? Não. Abre lá essa porta.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John, whoa.
All right. Come right in.
It's a...
é que anda o gajo? Não te mandei para aí. Só um momento. Também tínhamos esquecido de fazer aqui uma coisa. 2 segundos só. Boas, tudo bem? Como é que vai isso? Vai então apanhar o elevador. Uma musicazinha típica. Ao menos teve uma última satisfação e puxou o autocolismo.
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyrie-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight, is waging a one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the listed casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Muito bem. Odeio a plataforma disto.
What the hell? Address unknown. I don't want to go. It's the last place I want, but that's where I always end up anyway.
Oh,
only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part.
Cala-te. Outra vez com as explosões.
Red, blue, or green?
It's always red or blue in the movies.
So green?
Perfeito. Bem. Fear that gives man wings.
Vinny Gognitti. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat. A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti.
Bem.
The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho. His desk.
Trancado. Não há aqui mais nada que eu possa fazer? Não. A priori não. Esta era a parte onde me bloqueava na PS3.
He could run, but with the bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast.
Eu odeio esta parte. Vá, para a próxima fase com mais calma. Já vi esta parte, não preciso de ver.
Letter lay on Gognitti's desk. Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Bem. Acho que é por aqui. Sobe as escadas. Deve ser para continuar a subir as escadas, não?
Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
É agora, tudo ou nada. Falhei. Vou ter que fazer isto tudo outra vez. Mas não devia ser para fazer isto outra vez, mas pronto. Porra, pá. Já está a começar a chatear.
lay on Gagniti's desk.
Pronto.
Vinny Gagniti was running scared.
Sim, eu sei.
He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings. Gagniti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Não era para o lado. Toma. Foi cedo demais. Vou saltar normalmente a ver o que é que acontece. Acho que é para saltar normalmente. Só não gosto é disto obrigar-me a repetir tudo.
A crumpled letter lay on Gagniti's desk. Vinny Gagniti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels.
Fogo! Este jogo só é mal numa coisa, que é a parte da plataforma. Um gajo tem que saltar para coisinhas pequeninas. Já estou a começar a perder a paciência. Principalmente quando me obriga a ver os vídeos todos. Sim, tá bem.
Letter lay on Gagniti's desk. Vinny Gagniti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Hi.
Gagniti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Yes, aceitou. Ele costumava brecar e... Mente da verdade.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet, and somewhere in the background the wail of sirens, the city howling after me.
Pois parecia.
New York sped by in fast forward, dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Ah, grande homem. Olha o outro, cheio de mortais. Onde é que anda a arma? Mais plataformas. Para aqui, talvez? Não. Ah, boa. Aquilo que ele mais adora. A arma das espingardas disparou sozinha. É a primeira vez. Agora daqui ele saltou para ali. Onde é que eles andam? Não mandas em mim.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Hey!
Não era mais fácil matar o gajo e um deles ficar com o poder?
What the hell?
Aqui. Também acho que sim. Para fazerem um salto de um comboio em andamento a ver ali não sei quantos mortais. Bem. E agora? Ok, subiu o elevador.
Hey, yeah.
Onde é que estás a mandar? Mas onde é que anda o gajo? Estás aí embaixo.
Whack!
freaking rich.
Even richer than that, wise guy.
Freaking rich.
On a roof! The skylight!
Credo. Precisa alejar assim. E agora? Somente. Muito bem. Deve ser para ali, mas já vejo. É, para ali. Fazer só mais este chapter.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Okay, this is it. Any moment now, Payne's gonna bust through that door with murder in his eye. It's either him or us. I, for one, am gonna pump the SOB so full of lead, they'll need a forklift to carry the coffin to the grave.
Whack the sucker!
Oh shit! Fugi daquela por pouco. Qual destes sacanas é que sacou de uma granada? Acho que já não há mais nenhum aqui, pois não? Não.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
também.
Gognitti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Ah! Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me in a whole minute to freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be read at your funeral.
Só mais este chapter. Senão for muito comprido.
Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of a nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
Bem. Security, deve haver aqui algum botão. Okay.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled, The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Bem cheio.
There he is!
Hey!
Mas não sei porque é que a mira vai sempre para baixo automaticamente. Mas pronto. Será que aqui tem mais qualquer coisinha para mim? Não.
What the fuck?
Books on the occult. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal. Lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs. And piled on the table.
Bem, bora lá então, ver se a gente apanha agora o Lupino. Pronto, vou deixar esta live stream por aqui. Para a semana a mais, que eu tenho outras coisas para fazer, infelizmente. Espero que tenham gostado deste bocado. Peço desculpa pelas falhas todas na parte da plataforma. Não sou bom. Quer dizer, eu sou bom, mas este jogo não é propriamente bom para esse tipo de situações. Vejo-vos logo à noite com a live stream da Manhunt, por volta das 11 da noite. Quanto ao Max Payne, fica para próximo domingo, pode ser à mesma hora, às 11 horas. Por isso fiquem bem e até logo.